Hey guys. Alright. I just come in from outside. Excuse the racerback shirt with polka dotted bra. I had to change. I was in a dressier shirt because I've been in town. So just a quick update on my morning. I got up and number one thing on my mind was getting the puppy his next shot, his parvo distemper shot. So I knew I needed to go do that today. Today is exactly 3 weeks since we got him, and they had shots when we picked him up. I stopped at Tractor Supply and got shots. So I got one for my puppy, and I went ahead and grabbed one for Mom and Dad's puppy, and I took it up there to them already. Next on my list for today was to drop off the dresser that I've been promising Nicole for 2 weeks almost, since I think I've ever said anything about that dresser to y'all. I tried, okay, so the dresser I got at a really good price. It had 5 big drawers, 4 on the bottom, 1 big one in the center, and 2 small ones on each side. It had this really pretty flower, it wasn't a stencil. It was like that, it wasn't painted either. It's more like those stick-on, but they're made that way because I've seen the other furniture that matches that dresser. They've got the tall chest of drawers, and they have nightstands in that same pattern, that same flower, that probably would have all been a set. Probably they had a bed somewhere too. I mean, I found it from somebody that was just selling, I don't know if they had the whole set or not. They were selling the dresser. But I have seen online the other pieces to that set. So, but their child had wrote on it with either highlighter, well, there was crayon on it too, but there was either highlighter or marker. And I got some stuff that I got that goof off, or whatever it's called, from Walmart. It didn't take it off. I'd already cleaned it with just, you know, like cleaning, just household cleaning stuff. I even tried to use Pledge. It wouldn't come off. So that's when I ordered the goof off. No, that's when I bought the goof off, or whatever, goo off or goof off from Walmart. Brought it home. It didn't work either. Then I ordered from Amazon something that sort of had a similar name, but it actually said it took off marker, and it didn't take marker off. It didn't take the marker. It took the crayon off. Made it perfectly no crayon, but the marker wouldn't come. And it was scribbled right through that flower. And I was just like, okay. So I bought 4 cans. I only ended up needing 2. So I got these really pretty cans of some kind of a creamy satin. I want to say it's called like soft linen or something. Anyway, I got 4 cans of that. I only needed 2. I spray painted all the drawers and then sat them out on the back of my truck. Then I had to order the handles, because those real pretty handles that were sent to me, all those that almost looked identical to the few that were still left on that dresser, they didn't line up. And I did not want to fill in holes and make new holes. I didn't want to do that. So I ordered on eBay the spacing was 2.5 inches. The 2 little holes was 2.5 inches, center to center. So I found some on eBay. It was a whole bunch of them. They were all 2.5 inch centers, but there was 2 different styles. But there was 10 of the one style, and I think it was 18 total knobs that came. It was like $22 is what I paid for all of them, and they were brass, and they were rusty brass. So I painted all of them a flat black. And then I painted the whole dresser. Like I said, the drawers, it was already a cream color dresser, and it had a, you know, it's particle board is what it is. So it's got that laminate-like top, but that's a real light, like an oak. So now the dresser has an oak top, I wish I'd taken a picture of it. The next time I go over there when it's all put, because I literally dropped the drawers off last week and told her I would get the dresser brought to her, but the dresser was so, because particle board is heavy, or MDF, or whatever people want to call it. It's so heavy because it's got all that glue in it. And it was heavy, and I meant to have Daniel help me load it, and then I forgot to ask him. So it was me and Levi that had to load it this morning. And so that was my other thing to do, was to take that over there. So like I said, it's got an oak top. The whole thing is painted this really pretty, called linen, soft linen, or linen cream or something. It's a Rust-Oleum paint. It's a really good primer and paint in one, so I didn't have to do anything. And I literally had to paint over that little flower motif thing on it. I hated doing that, but it does have a detail, this like scroll work that is built off, you know, it's like on top, so it sticks out. It's got like that shadow line of this real pretty scroll work on the long section right in the center. So that was, it was a real pretty little dresser. And so like I said, the two little knobs, no, the one drawer in the center was two separate single knobs instead of the handles being, you know, wide with two holes for screws. It was spread out, like you would pull it just straight out with two single little knobs. She had the knobs for that drawer. It was on there already, the lady I bought it from. But once I painted those new brass knobs black, those didn't match. So I got two crystal, just clear crystal knobs. So you've got all this white, you've got this pretty oak laminate top, and these little black handles everywhere. They're little pulls, and then right there on the big drawer in the center that opens with two separate single knobs, they're crystals, little round, they've got little facets in them cut in like diamonds. It just turned out really pretty for a little girl, for her room, as she would take care of it as Nicole moves from house to house. And I don't hope, you know, I'm not a house to house mover, so it's hard for me. But you know, there's a lot of people that say, well, I'm you know, 45 years old, I've lived at 7 different homes. Well, besides my mom and dad's home, I've only had 3 homes. This is number 3. So I'm not a house mover, but you know, when people rent, they tend to find a better deal somewhere else. So if she'll take care of it, it'll work out good. I took the leftover paint to her just in case they need to touch up on anything. So I did that this morning. So I did that first. Okay, so number 3 on the list of today's things I had to do was to get the lumber, the material that they're gonna need to jack this back part of the house up. They're coming Thursday. And I wanted to buy the material myself, because you never know when people, I don't want to say that they're not good people. They seem really good people. It's the same man that came and did all that work in the backyard, and that's what he does. His profession is construction, but for whatever reason he's been doing some oddity jobs, and his dad's profession is house leveling. So they're coming Thursday. They came out yesterday morning, and sure enough, they put the laser level in the house. I don't know if I did this on another video. I don't think I said it because it was just yesterday. I haven't done another video, I don't think. They set it right here in the center of the room where that seam is right there, down the middle of the house. They set it right there, and they shined it toward this back wall, 3 inches off level. That's how 3 inches, it doesn't seem like very much when you look at 3 inches, but it's a big deal in a house. And then I had them I said, just for kicks, because I don't think anything's wrong up here in the front. Nothing seems to be out of the doors are all still shut and good. Nothing sits funny and wonky looking. Shine it, it's exactly level perfect on the front part of the house. So they're also going to jack up and redo the back porch under there where I said it's sinking, and I had to put them screws in those legs. So I don't know, maybe I've talked about this already, but they're doing it Thursday. So I wanted to get the material. I wanted him to send me, and he did last night or yesterday evening. He sent me a material list. And I wanted to get it myself. I wanted to make sure that I knew what the material is expensive. Lumber is expensive right now, and I didn't want it to be more than what I could afford when they say, okay, well, we need this much for doing it, and then your material costs this much, and I'd be in shock. So I wanted to get the material myself, and I got it. It's out there I was able to get it in the SUV because I didn't want to come home after doing taking that dresser in the SUV, come home, then get in the red truck and go to town. So I did it all in the SUV. So I was just telling Mom a while ago, I said it was $200, $252 worth of lumber, and it's all sitting about this wide and about this tall of a stack of lumber. It's crazy, the lumber prices right now. I told Mom, I said a year ago, or maybe, I don't know, COVID and stuff, I don't know if the lumber has been a year now, maybe 2 years ago, I could have gotten for $200 something, almost triple that in lumber. So it's just crazy, the price of lumber. And I noticed gas was up too. I went ahead and filled up again today, but I wasn't empty, praise God. The gas was over $4 this time around. Last time it was 3 something, getting toward 4, but not quite 4 yet. Today it was 4, but it didn't cost me near as much. But anyway, I wanted to get the lumber and have it here. I didn't want them to say, the only thing I didn't get were the shims. They wanted cedar shims. I couldn't find them at any of our local places. And McCoy says they carry them, but they're out. And they're not just regular little thin shims. They're 8 inches wide, 16 inches long. It's for house leveling. And so I have to go to Livingston in the morning to get those. At the same time I'm going to Livingston to get those, I'm supposed to be dropping off my car for all that underneath. Remember when I took it to the shop and they said this much for the motor stuff, but then I had front end work. So the front end work is just getting done tomorrow. So I'm supposed to drop that off at 9 o'clock in the morning. So Mom's gonna meet me there, and then we're gonna go to Livingston in her vehicle so I can get that bundle of shims, because there's a place in Livingston called Thomas Supply that carries the shims. And I already called them, they do have them, so it's not like I'm gonna drive all that way, because Livingston's an hour away. So I've had a busy morning and I'm exhausted, but something exciting happened, because when I opened the mailbox, there was a package. I have not looked in this package. I've just opened it, and sticking out the edge was a letter. So I thought I'd read that real quick. It says, Dear Kim and Levi, my name is Charlene, and I live in California. I just wanted to say a big thank you for your videos. They are a nightlight of my day. You have an amazing family, and it's so cool that you share a little bit of your life with us. It's just a letter. I say it all the time. Just, to me, just a everyday family. And it touches my heart that so many of y'all love to watch the videos. She said, I made these 2 doilies for you. It's not much, but I wanted to show my appreciation. I would love to have a family like yours. Well, minus Lester at times. Gotcha, Charlene. Haha, I'm just kidding. Love, Charlene. So she's made doilies, she says. Oh my gosh, and they're in my colors. Look. Honey yellow. Oh my gosh. Burgundy. These are my colors. I can't wait to put these somewhere. They're so pretty. Look at this. I can't crochet for anything. And I'm a lot busy up, and I used to, these are so pretty, Charlene. They're beautiful. I remember in junior high, we had a, hey. In junior high, I had like a home ec class. And would you pause that, please? And we had to sew something. We had to go to Walmart and pick out our own pattern, and then we had to sew it. I can tell you that I sewed it. I made exactly what I picked out, this little jumpsuit and a little denim jumpsuit. I sewed it, and I flaunted it around at Mom and Dad's. But I can tell you right now that I did not go to that talent, it wasn't a talent show, it was like a runway thing to show what we made. I was absent that day. I didn't go. I wasn't doing my jumpsuit runway. But we did do something really cool. It was the macrame, and we made like hanging plant holders, and I got good at that. I would do that even at home. Now, I was a kid then, and I didn't have kids, and I didn't have a job, and I didn't have animals that I had to take care of. You know, I just go to school and come home. I rode my horse, you know, household chores with, you know, that Mom and Dad gave us. But I got good at the macrame, and I remember making this owl. His face was an owl, and then he was inside, then the ropes came down, then he was the owl, and he still held a pot for flowers or, you know, ivy or something. I got good at that. But this kind of stuff, this is so intricate. Look how pretty. This is amazing, Charlene. I love them, and they're my colors. I don't know if me and you talked about it, but these are my colors. Honey and burgundy. I love these two colors together. All right, so I am going to shut this out and just probably go ahead and load this for y'all, because it's already 16 minutes and I ain't got nothing else to say about anything today. I'm tired. Elora called, Buddy called and wanted to see all the kids are home now. Buddy called and said, Mommy, Lori wants to come over. I said, can you give me an hour? I want to take a nap. And I have not had a nap yet. I'm still messing around the house. But I wanted to do this now because I didn't want to forget about it. And so yeah, this was really pretty, and I love y'all. I love these, Charlene. I love you for loving this, me and my family, and Lester too. I love all y'all for loving us. I just overwhelmed sometimes because I don't know what y'all see. We're putting it out there, and I just don't know what it is that we're putting out that y'all love, but you love it, and I love it that y'all love it. I love you for loving it. All right. God bless y'all, and I will see y'all later, and hope this doesn't we get in trouble because he won't turn the TV off. All right. Love you guys. Bye.